Thank you for supporting Glaring Info channel. So, with the NLC plan to start strike on the 26th, which is effectively today anyway, NLC, TUC, and all of them have planned the strike. Along the line, TUC had decided to pull out, saying that it is going to cause anarchy. Now, with that, about 65 civil society organizations have also withdrawn from the planned NLC strike. Meanwhile, NLC has said they're not going back. They will move on with the strike action. So because of these 65 CSOs pulling out, it's causing a bit of setback and, working against the NLC. So the question is, if NLC goes ahead with the strike like they've planned and they're insisting, what will be the outcome? Is this going to be another event where the NLC chairman will be beaten again like he was beaten in Imo State sometime during the election? We really need to understand. But let's dive into the details as we are seeing this setback on NLC strike. Major setback as 65 groups withdraw from NLC protest, and it's not a very good one for NLC, I tell you the truth. The question is, these 65 groups, are they immune to this ongoing suffering? Are they having special support or assistance from government? Do they have their own market, their own school, their own road, their own filling station where they go? Why are they pulling out? Is the pulling out going to be detrimental to NLC and to the future of Nigeria, or help Nigeria shape further? All these are the questions that we need to answer. Ahead of the planned nationwide protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), which is today, 65 civil society organizations have joined the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria to pull out from the two-day demonstration, saying the protest might stir anarchy and cause more hardship on citizens. Can you imagine? So the CSOs, under the aegis of Coalition of Nigerian Civil Society Forum, which warned against going the way Sudan went, called for dialogue with the federal government. They said any attempt to embark on a nationwide protest or strike during this critical period of hunger and harsh economy could be hijacked by hoodlums and criminal elements who have been waiting for the slightest opportunity to unleash terror, disrupt public peace, loot business premises and markets, the CSO said in a statement jointly signed by Buba Ibrahim Mohammed and George Phillips. So on February 16th, the NLC announced a nationwide protest scheduled for February 27 and 28 over the failure to implement the agreement reached on October 2, 2023, following the removal of fuel subsidy. So the decision followed the conclusion of a 14-day ultimatum issued to the federal government regarding the widespread hardship. Not perturbed by the crack within its ranks and government warning to jettison the protest, NLC has expressed readiness to go ahead in line with the decision of its National Executive Council, stating that states and all its affiliates, as well as civil society groups, are fully mobilized to demonstrate outrage on the mounting hardship and insecurity around the country. This is just as the Congress has raised the alarm over alleged plan to attack peaceful rallies across the country. NLC President Joe Ajero, in a statement yesterday, alleged that one of the groups, Nigerian Civil Society Forum, was being primed to attack his peaceful rallies. Now, wow. So what is happening here is that, Nigerians government, it never can predict. This so-called Nigerian Civil Society Forum, we don't know them. And there might be a group that have been paid to go and counter the NLC. And I don't know why TUC is also pulling out of this strike. Yeah, is it that their own condition is better or what? We really need to understand. Even though we know that TUC and NLC are different bodies, but TUC is almost like umbrella body for all labor unions in the country. So why are they pulling out? Okay, is this going to disenfranchise NLC? Is NLC completely independent of TUC? We need to know all of that as well. But the way it is going, it looks more like it's already failing at the beginning. It's already failing at the start. And is that good for us as a nation? That I don't think so. Okay. Let's get somebody says CSOs without names, propaganda, go kill una. That is small thing. 65 fake groups. That is what they are. I'm telling you. TUC not supporting that thing is also a sabotage on their own part. I must say the truth. Because the situation of the country right now is very bad for everybody. The government should stop this unwarranted intimidation and instead negotiate meaningfully with the organized labor. Story, they don't settle now. Who they have they settled now? That's what we need to know. Who have they settled? They have bribed them. Government will always look for a way to put a crack in the labor union to ensure that they don't get their way. Hunger don't have organization and no control when it gets to the point revolution will start at once without a leader or anyone calling for it. Only invisible hunger will be in charge. Exactly. Yeah, government-sponsored groups, that's what they are. I think I agree. Hunger has no organization or does not know anybody. When the time reaches, the riot will start and it will not have leader. Nobody will run it. Only the invisible hunger will be flogging everybody. That will be the leader. That is the way it is seen. I think that makes a bit of more sense. The current leadership of NLC and TUC are total sellout. Must it be protest? Why not industrial action? Exactly. Why not industrial action? No need to protest. Everybody go home and sit down. Did they hijack Tinubu's protest during the government of Goodluck Jonathan? Wole Soyinka, John Odigie Oyegun, and a host of others occupied Ojota in a fun-fair fashion with musicians in attendance. Those who cut head don't allow knife at their back. Happy? Whatever you sow, you must reap. That makes sense. When they did this in 2012 against Jonathan, nobody intimidated them. Why are they intimidating people right now? That is the very big question that they have to answer. Why are you guys intimidating people right now? Someone is saying NLC are fighting for their stomach. Once federal government called them for an emergency meeting tonight, the next thing you will hear is that NLC has postponed their protest. Meanwhile, the big masquerade has already collected dollars. Oh boy. Government and politicians organized paid groups, but posterity will never forgive them because they are the same people planning to hijack the peaceful protest to violence. Exactly. Or to violence. NLC has been a toothless bulldog, since the inception of this regime. Let's see if it has woken up this time around. The government is not intimidating anyone. NLC is just playing us, leveraging on the masses' ignorance to negotiate with government for their personal benefit. True protest doesn't need anybody to join them. If they are really serious, let them come out on the street, to lead the protest. I tell you, after the third day, Nigerians will join the protest and this will birth revolution. That is it. That will birth revolution. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That is what is coming from NLC. How 65 CSOs have pulled out, putting a crack on the NLC planned protest. And TUC, being the first group to pull out, is also putting a crack on the planned protest. And that's bad enough. Thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.